Hi everyone and welcome back. So in this video we are going to implement all our basic fundamentals in multi-module application. Let's say we are going to build a blog app where we can create a post, you can do authenticate, basic token-based authentication. But the interesting thing is we are not going to use any ORM. We are just going to create mock repositories that can be replaced later with the ORM, Prisma, TypeORM, MongoDB or anything. But we are going to take a look on multi-module setup, how you can add role guard, middleware, controller, services, all the basic building blocks use which we have discussed till now. So it's time to pen down, start writing code and see the actual implementation. So we will start creating a source folder. We'll go here and we'll create a source folder inside. So this is the basic NestJS setup. You can bootstrap this whole project using Nest CLI. You can see the package dependencies. I'm using NestJS 10.x. Simple CLI generated code. We have a common core and platform express. These are the core libraries. And as I said, I'm going to add some basic token based authentication. So I'm using NestJS JWT, passport. I will explain them later what we are doing here. Class validator and class transformer to do the payload validations because you are going to write a login, register, all the basic APIs. And these passport related APIs are here. JWT passport JWT. All these four libraries are for authentication. Rest are dev dependencies. We are using jest and types for jest, express testing and all. So what we are going to do, it's empty project. I mean, when you just generate a CLI, it also gives you a simple one basic module with the main.ts and app module.ts. So we can just get started with them. First of all, let's decide what module setup we are going to have. So as you already know, NestJS is very good at multi-module and module structuring. So what we are going to create, author, let's say one first entity is the blog. Here you can do whatever you want to do, like common, core, shared, and here let's say comments, blog author, and they can have their own controller, services, providers, DTOs, validation pipes and all. They can live inside all these respective folders. That is a beauty, right? And on top of that, we are going to have a main.ts. An app module can be a root module, app module.ts, right? That will import all the modules which we have. App module will import common, shared, author, blog, comments module, and then main.ts will start the NestJS application by accessing the app module instance. So app.ts, app module.ts. I mean, we are going to use a lot of things here inside app module. So this is actually main.ts. Inside main.ts, we will try to import app module from app module.ts. So app module we are going to define, and this will just have a bootstrap function, which what it will do is it will create a NestJS application. Nest factory.create. You can have your logger initialized. You can pass the logger also while creating the nest factory, or I mean, and all the validations pipes, all the global things you wanted to use like app.use global pipe, app.use global interceptor, app.use global guards and all. But here I'm just registering only the validation pipe because I'm going to use the post APIs. I'm going to perform the payload validations a lot, right? Apart from that, like Swagger setup, because we are going to use NestJS Swagger. So document builder, you can set a title, okay, my blog API, sub descriptions, tags, all the basic things you can declare for the Swagger. So here, this is how we will register the Swagger document on the app instance. I mean, you can expose the whole Swagger document, Swagger YML on a particular document with the Swagger UI. So for that also we have uh, install all the required modules, right? So these are the possible tags, author, blog, and post. And we will be using sendGrid module.create document that will just set up what this is going to do. This is going to create a simple setup, create a document with this thing. So here we have created a simple document config, registered it on the Swagger module. We got the document object you pass. Now, whenever you hit /API on the local host, it will give you the Swagger JSON. Okay, that's what we need. We wanted to see all the APIs for the authentication, for author, for blog, for comments, right? So let's also create an auth folder because we are going to have a tiny mock authentication API. Once you're authenticated, you will get some kind of a token. You will pass the token and then you will start accessing, creating blog, posts, and comments.